Hi, howdy, welcome back. Um, Today's topic is my absolute favorite eyeshadows. And this is gonna seem kind of like a skewed one, but stay tuned, I'll explain it in a second. Before we get to that, if this is your first time visiting my channel, feel free to reach down and hit like. If this is not your first time and you've been in here before, feel free to reach down and hit subscribe, then like. Either one, whatever makes you feel comfortable, okay? And if anybody is noticing my skin today, how terribly broken out this is, I'm gonna remind everybody, this is what I'm required to wear every day at work for more than 8 hours at a go. And literally all of my acne lines up with where my mask sits. Usually my mask is a little tighter, but this is just a demonstration of what I had to wear today. So, really nothing I can do about that right now. I'd really like to, but so far anything I've tried has not helped or worked. Okay, so my all-time favorite eyeshadows are actually a Charlotte Tilbury eyeshadow, and it's not because it's a Charlotte Tilbury eyeshadow that they're my favorite. I don't know how many of you guys have, sorry, I have allergies and things are just tickling. Anyway, my favorite eyeshadows are called Color Chameleons. Let's just take these off. These are lip liners. You guys don't care about those, or at least not in this video. Color Chameleons. Okay, she's had a range for a couple of years called the Color Chameleons, and these are just amazing. Okay, like this one is called Smoky Emerald. It's for hazel eyes. They're basically color coordinated eyeshadow pencils. See? That basically you apply them, you get roughly 30 seconds to smoke it out or move it wherever you want with your finger, and then it sets. There's no need for primer. Like, this is literally an eyeshadow made for a woman on the go. This is something that takes the least amount of time, so if you're like me and you've got a little guy or a little gal and you're trying to save time, like, I love these things. I live with these things. I have no problem rebuying these things. These things are perfect. They are my favorite eyeshadows just because they're like the least amount of work. Now, she's had this line out for a couple of years now. In fact, she used to have more colors, and then she went with these, and they're always color coordinated for, like, for example, Amethyst Aphrodisiac for green eyes. I have green eyes, and I'm going to demonstrate how these work here in this video. I really wish she would come out with more of these in more colors. Like, she's got some really awesome colors in her little pot shadows, which I'll actually be doing a video on those soon too. And I wish she would come out with some of those colors in this formula, in this medium, because these are awesome. Like, this is probably the one single one of hers that I don't like. I love these. Like, I live in these, and there's a couple more colors that I don't have, but I'm not really one much for black coloring, and it's basically black ones for blue eyes, so I don't have that one. I think it's like one other. She did another set about 2 years ago. I really wish she would bring them back out. They were like these 4 or 5 really amazing, beautiful colors. And if any of you guys ever watch, say, like Ali M's Beauty, she does do an episode with them where she shows them. They were amazing. Wayne Goss did an episode with them. Like, quite a few of the folks that were buying her stuff then. Glam Dr. Mona had them. Oh my God, super duper would love to buy these. Like, I think they would probably work better for me than these, just because they're a little bit more of a vibrant color set. And I really wish Charlotte Tilbury would come out with more colors in this. Like, she's really leaning heavy towards her powdered eyeshadow, which you saw in my last video, like her Desert Haze. Or she leans towards the little pot eyeshadows. But this is the ones that I rebuy. I end up using up until they're gone. Like, okay, this is almost a full one. And this is I use them down till they are gone. Now I'm going to show you guys a couple of these colors, and I'm going to show you how they're applied and why I said they don't need a primer, because actually they're designed to not need a primer. They are, once they're down and you give it that 30 seconds, they're stuck. You basically have to use waterproof eye makeup remover to get them off. But that is actually what I love about them. Like, I'm an essential worker. I work in grocery. I actually work in the fresh section of my local Walmart. That includes the deli, that includes the bakery, produce meats and you encounter steam, you encounter ending up in the freezers, coming out of the freezers, things fog up, you get condensation, and some of the other makeups you really have to have that primer, or coming in and out of all of those, they come off. They come off. I'm not even gonna pretend. I'm going to show you guys, this one is one of my favorites. It's called Dark Pearl. It's supposed to be for brown eyes. Yeah, I know I don't have brown eyes. But when you find something you like, you go with it. Okay, let's give you all a show on that one. This is Dark Pearl. It's almost like a gray. You got roughly 30 seconds, see? Move it around, smoke it out, put more layers down. It's up to you. I've seen some people use brushes to get this around. And then once the 30 seconds is up, now this is, like I said, it's a gray, but it almost has a purple tone to it, which is where I love this one. And then let's do Smoky Emerald for hazel eyes. Now this is actually, it's like a dark green. I know it looks almost black, but it's actually a shade of green. And this is where some of the other colors that she used to have, I really wish she would come back out with, because see, I can smoke it out and it is a green, but it's a dark grayish green. Like, it is a smoky green. So if you've got hazel eyes, yeah, it's rocking for you. But if you're into a little bit more color, a lot of her stuff is aimed at being smoke related. This is this is the one I don't care for. This is called Champagne Diamonds. This is for blue eyes. I'm going to show you why I don't care for this one here in a second. Okay, we've got Champagne Diamonds. And it is this pretty, like, pinky, champagne-y color. Make sure we got some that you can see. You move it around, you get it in place, and you see how it glitters. You see that pretty glitter? That is gorgeous. I love the glitter. I love the way it looks right up until you've worn it for about an hour, and then your entire face is covered in the glitter. Like, this is the one that I waited the longest to buy. Like, I pretty much waited almost a year and a half to buy this one because I couldn't quite talk myself into this color, and then I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna dive into it. I loved all of the rest. God help me, this is the one I don't care for. Like, look at this. On my finger, like, that I used to move it around. See the sparkle, see the glitter. Like, I understand she's going for glittery and glamorous, but in this case, this one, this specific color, no. The glitter goes everywhere. Now that was for blue eyes, so we had our first one, which was for brown, which I wear this one, even though I have green. This one is for hazel, I believe. Yep, and then this one is for blue. And then we have bronzed garnet for green eyes. This one is the one I wear the most, and I actually get compliments on this every single time I wear it, like every time. This is the one I just absolutely love. This is the first one I bought, and this is what convinced me to buy the rest of them. Look at this. See the way you can move it around? And then I've got one other color. Yeah, this was for green eyes. And the other color is Amethyst Aphrodisiac. It's for green eyes as well. Since I have green eyes, anything that went with green eyes, I went with. And I kind of lean towards the hazel ones too, just because I think a lot of times the hazel is almost engineered to flatter green as well. And this is the purple. Now, the colors, like I said she had before, were so vibrant and so gorgeous. And I wish she would bring them out again. Even if it was just like a holiday collection thing, I would buy them and then buy double, like double up. This is the violet. Now, like I said, you give it the 30 seconds. Look at this. Nothing. Nothing on the finger. Nothing smudging. Nothing. Nothing. See, isn't that awesome? This is why this is my favorite formula. This is why this is my favorite eyeshadow, because this is something you can literally put on and it is quick. You can smoke it out, you can layer it on almost, and it will have an intensity to it. that you don't always get from like a powder, which I guess if you're not looking for intensity, this might not be the thing for you, unless you're gonna go for the one that sparkles glitter everywhere. I mean, that is like the only one that I just, no. Like for a while she brought out one that was called, I think it was Mesmerizing Mink. It was like this grayish one about 2 years ago. I have it, but I don't know where I have it at. I have been reorganizing everything. All of this staying at home and COVID stuff has led to me cleaning and reorganizing, so I still haven't found that one. But it should have been with the rest of these. It was not. So I'm going to put some of these on, give you guys a look-see, to show you how it goes on and how easy it is to manipulate. We are going to go with the red one, the bronzed garnet on one eye. And just for grins and giggles, we will do dark pearl for brown eyes on the other eye. Now this is the bronzed garnet. It doesn't take a lot of work to manipulate these. Like, you can do it super subtle, call it even at something like this. Like that would totally be doable. In my case, I tend to go a little bit more aggressive with these, mostly because when I do these, I don't do an eyeliner. I'll put on a mascara. That's about as far as I go with these. This is not going to be my best makeup application ever. I do apologize for that, but the point is just to show you how this goes on, how this works. I don't know why, but if I lift my eyebrows, it seems to just make it easier to place this stuff. Okay, see, we're pretty evenly dusted around. Let's see if we can. Sorry, my contacts are trying to flip out on me. They've been doing that all day, and I strongly suspect it's because of my allergy eye drops. Now, to just intensify this near the eye, what I do is I put a second layer right along eye line, almost like an eyeliner. Okay, my finger smeared that. That is one flaw. Once it does go down, it's down for good. It's just, okay. And we're gonna drop the lighting on this just a touch to give you see, and as you can tell, I have very veiny eyes. Let's see if okay. Now I'm going to put the other one on the other eye, and then we're going to stand up and look at it in the area I usually do my eye makeup at, like in a standing position. See? And the finger from manipulating it. Now the other one, I think I said we were going to go with dark pearl for brown eyes. Let's do the exact same thing. So how easy that was to put on, how easy it is to move into place. And so technically this says this is for brown eyes. Honestly, I don't see how it is just for brown eyes. I mean, it is super duper flattering. Although it does explain the purple undertones, because purple, I think, brings out anything almost. Goes with beautifully with yellows, it goes beautifully with a lot of colors, and usually if you have brown eyes, the idea is to bring out the yellow tones, the honeyed look almost. See, and Charlotte Tilbury is coming out with so many new makeup things lately. Like, she came out with her Pillow Talk collection. She came out with like the Instant Eye palette. I know she's coming out with 3 more lipsticks. She's coming out with the Magic Serum. She's supposed to be coming out with a lighter version of her Magic Skin Cream, which I am super excited to try because I do have to hold off on using that in the summer just because it is a bit thicker. And it does get really warm where I'm at, so. Let's just be clear. Summer doesn't ignore Chicago. Ask my deodorant company. It just doesn't. Okay, we have the base coloring, and I know this looks really severe when I stand up. You'll see what I'm talking about because I get compliments on this stuff at work all the time. Men, women, it doesn't matter. And this one, I don't know if anybody's ever tried her lipstick. I love her lipsticks. Like, if I was not wearing a mask every day, I wouldn't be living in lipstick because I wear lipstick just about every day. I didn't used to, but her formula really got me. And I live in her matte formula usually. I don't know if anybody's heard of Very Victoria. It is a color I would wear with this one and even this one. Just because it's a darker nude. There we go. See? Got both of those. Let's throw in some mascara, then we'll stand up, and now that we're talking about it, look at this. Hands clean, nothing on my fingers, watch this. Nothing's still on my fingers. It doesn't move. It has set down. It has set. There's no manipulating it at this point, which is exactly what I like about it, is once it's there, like it doesn't take a lot of work to move it into place to get it to look the way you want. Once it's there, you're good to go. You don't have to prime. You don't have to worry about a lot of stuff. And I know with a lot of folks that use these actually use these almost as a primer. Like they lay it down and then lay their powder shadow on top of it because these don't move. And then it just like enhances the powder shadows. So, okay, the mascara is going on beautifully today. I don't know what's going on. I just feel like I haven't been able to mess this up today, and it's great. We are coming up on our 6-month marker with the mascara though, so I guess I'm going to have to open a new tube of mascara here soon. Trying to decide if I want to do Charlotte Tilbury for black or Pat McGrath's Fetish. Somebody give me an idea. Somebody give me an opinion. Who thinks I should open which one? Like I was using Benefits, they're real mascara. It's a waterproof one for the longest time. I ended up taking a break from that one because it started reacting weirdly with my eyelashes, and I would get chunks on my face and it would get into my eyes, and it would really F around with my contacts, and I hated it. So I have gone to their Bad Girl Bang, which I think is a really good alternative to it. Snaps the fingers. Really good alternative to it. Let's turn off the backlight. Yes, wonderful view of my terrible, terrible skin right now. There we go. See what I mean? Like, this is in theory supposed to be for brown eyes, but it still makes the green look good. This is supposed to be for the green eyes. Okay, what do you guys think? You guys have a favorite formula? Do you guys have a favorite brand? I mean, Charlotte Tilbury tends to be my favorite brand for makeup. And this is honestly my favorite formula I have for her eyeshadows. I think my next video might be my least favorite formulation of eyeshadow, and that's basically across all the brands. And I will explain why when I do that video. Until then, guys, everybody have a nice day, nice night, whenever you're watching this. Thank you for watching. If you're looking for a quick, easy thing to apply, it's really easy to smoke things out with. I would super duper suggest the color Chameleons. And I would really love for her to bring out a rose gold in this. Like, super duper would love a rose gold in this. Okay, any opinions? What do you guys think? Give me a shout out. Tell me what your favorites are. Still my favorite. If anybody has used these before, let me know. Or if anybody hears anything about new ones coming out, let me know. Otherwise, I answer any comments, or I try to anyway, down at the bottom. Feel free. Okay, everybody, have a nice night. Remember, stay safe, wash your hands. We're still practicing social distancing, wearing a mask. They are expecting a second wave to come through, so be safe. Okay, I will see you guys on the next episode on the channel. Like I said, I think I'm going to do one on my least favorite formulation for eyeshadow, which I will show you guys then. I also still have a couple of things from the Pat McGrath sale I wanted to show you guys that I got. I still have the 2 other Tom Fords from the Soleil Neige collection that I got for half off. And I still want to do my reviews of this stuff from the Sephora haul. It's been really hectic lately, especially at work. So by the time I get home, I'm just beat. I'm hoping to film another one of these tomorrow. So I will see you as soon as I can. Thanks. Have a nice night. Have a good one. Bye.